Hello friends, and welcome to the Stampin' Squad. Here in the Stampin' Squad, we are a community of friends, and we're learning to value and appreciate ourselves, each other, and the creative spirit that lives in all of us. Today, I have a really cute project for you. It is a corner bookmark, and it's super simple, all right? And I'm gonna show you one example, and I hope you will take that template and make a bunch of these. Because you can use any paper, any stamp set, any cardstock that you would like to make these adorable bookmarks. I'm gonna use the Bird's Eye View stamp set today. That's what I'm going to use for my bookmarks, and we just need a few supplies here. This is a piece of Designer Series paper that is 3 inches by 5 inches, a piece of cardstock that is 2 inches by 2 inches, and a piece of basic white cardstock that is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches. This is going to come together really quick. Let's stamp first. I'm just going to use my Memento ink, my black ink. And first, we're going to stamp this cute owl. Let me see if I can get him fairly centered here. There we are. And I am going to put some glasses on my owl because I think that makes him look very studious, right? Like a bookworm, but a book owl in this case. Okay, here we go. Completely adorable. Oh, I love this stamp set. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make this one, and at the end, I'll show you some more that I made with the owl, but with different colors to give you a little bit more inspiration. I think I'm just going to set that aside for a minute, and let's talk about this. We need to score it. Remember, it's 3 inches by 5 inches. So I've got my scoreboard here. I'm going to put it right up here in the corner, and I'm going to score it at 2.5 inches. So I'm going to use the larger end of my stylus because I don't want to tear my paper. 2.5 inches, and then a 1/4 turn, and 2.5 inches again. And this is the side I want, I guess you could say, on the outside of my bookmark. You'll see as we go along and this comes together. Now I need to do just a little bit of trimming. So I don't know if you can see the score lines here, but I'm going to trim right in here, kind of, there's the score line. I'm going to trim just beneath it. All right, that will help ensure that my bookmark is going to come together and fit together nicely. If when you're folding it together, it doesn't quite fit, you can always trim a little bit to make it come together. Let's see here. Didn't go quite far enough there. There we are. And so you see, I cut out that rectangle, but I also put a little wedge right here into this triangle. So here's the score line straight up and down here. And so I've got just a little bit of a wedge there. I'm going to put a matching wedge on this corner. There we go. And let's just set that aside and let's color. So I have already done a little bit of coloring. We'll do some more here. You can watch me do a little bit, but I didn't want to take up too much time just coloring. So here's my owl. I've already started. I'm using Mango Melody. My Stampin' blends in Mango Melody. I use the light one for the face. And then for the belly, the feathers in his belly, I was using Calypso Coral and light, and then I used just a little bit of dark on these black lines. All right, now we're going to do his wings, and I'm going to grab my dark Mango Melody and just start at the top of his wings And I am really just kind of dotting the color in there because with the blends, they're very juicy. You just really barely have to touch it to the paper to get the ink to transfer. And I am kind of going to go back over it again because I want this dark mango melody to really be distinct from the light mango melody I used on his face. Now I'm going to grab the fresh freesia, light and dark. I'm going to start with the dark. I'm going to go right down here to the tips of his wings. And I think you can see I'm kind of outlining. So I'm filling in the very bottom and then I'm just kind of bringing the color up the sides a little bit. Now I'm going to switch to the light and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually bring the color up into that dark mango melody. These are called Stampin' blends because the colors really do blend together very nicely. They don't leave lines or streaks when you're coloring. So they make everybody look like a professional when you're coloring. I'm going to grab my dark again, add just a little bit more color down here at the bottom of his wings. I'm going to make that just a little bit darker. There we go. And you can see, going back to my light, now I'm just playing. You don't have to, go over and over it. But I like to color, so I have some fun with it. So there it is. You can see how nicely those colors blend together. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere my owl to this little piece of fresh freesia cardstock. And today I'm using a retired DSP. You use any paper that you like, whatever you have on hand. Here we go. Let's fold. So I'm going to fold this in half right on that score line. And as you're folding, you might want to kind of check and make sure that your corners are lining up. So I'm going to hold it kind of in place here and then use my bone folder. And then we need to fold this one over. Varnish it. There we go. And I'm going to test. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this. This folds over easily. If it doesn't want to lay down right there, you might want to trim a little bit off of this. All right, so it should lay down just fine right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up this corner, just like this, and I am folding it to where it's just inside, all right, just to the side of the score line there, and then just underneath the score line along the top. Again, this is just going to make sure that when I close the bookmark, that it will close nicely, all right? There won't be too much sticking out. So I'm just gonna kind of dry fit it here and make sure the corners look like they're lining up, and that looks good. I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and commit. I'm using some tear-in tape here. You could use some glue if you want to. Just make sure with the glue that you use a very small amount. You don't want it to gush out. And then glue your bookmark, glue your bookmark completely closed. That would not be good. All right, let me make sure that's adhered well, and I'll grab my take your pick tool, pull that off. I made it a little long on this end, so I'm just gonna fold that back over itself. There we go. Can you see where this is going? Now we're going to adhere this guy, and I only want to put glue on this, on this half. because again, we don't want to glue our bookmark closed. Got a little glue on the edge there. All right. So let's put him down. I'm gonna center it on here. And I'm just gonna use my bone folder to press him down. So this is why you don't want to get glue on the other half, because this needs to be open. There he is. So adorable. Let me show you some of the other ones that I've made. I used that same pack of paper. It had lots of different colors in it, so that made it really fun. There's another one. And then I just chose the colors from the paper pack for my Stampin' blends. And that's, you know, just mix and match, whatever you feel like. Makes it really cute. Now let me show you how this works in case it's not making sense. I understand. I'm gonna move these over here. All right, so you've got your book and you're reading and you're turning pages, and then you wanna stop for a while, so you're gonna take your bookmark and you're gonna put it right there and close your book, and that's going to hold your place. Can you see it there? That's gonna hold your place on your book. So again, like I said, I hope you'll make many of these. I made some for my friends that I'm in a book club with, and they loved them. Kids also love these. So if you've got children in your circle, then make some for them as well. All right, thank you so much for stopping by today. I'll be back again really soon with another video tutorial for you. Bye-bye.